What was the spark that made you create the Parlor Room, and not just a tasting room, but the place that feels like you're stepping into history, of course, because this definitely is a time capsule in here.
Good. That is the goal. So I love that you said that.
Okay.
Actually, so funny story. So Jeremy Riggs, my production manager, I've known him since I was 4. And he was actually my boss for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
He came into my office one day and was like, Barton 1792 just closed their visitor center. We need to do something bourbon related because the bourbon boom is happening now. And he was like, and we don't have anything. We have a mint julep tour, but it's seasonal. And he was like, do you have any ideas? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was like, specifically Barton 1792. I said, I want to write and host a tasting class and let people come in and basically go through a guided flight of these different, like the expressions that they have are so unique because they're one small change makes such a big difference in the final product. And so they have an aged 12 year, they have a sweet wheat, which is a completely different mash bill. And so without going into all of it, it was a very interesting comparative tasting. And I was like, let me write it, let me teach it. Let's see if this works. And I said, but my only like contingency is, I said, you can have it when I leave, that's fine. But I want to do it as Whitney Rye. And because that was one of the names, whenever my husband and I were talking about the podcast. And so I was like, I want to do it as Whitney Rye because I knew I wanted to get back into the podcast. Yeah. And so I wanted to start creating a little bit more around that. And he was like, done, sure, whatever, who cares? Yeah. Like, you're the weirdo. And so we started doing it. And again, like I probably went through 50 different variations of this class. And my poor team was just like sitting at a table like, yeah, that one's great. Yeah, no, that one's great too. Oh my gosh, can we go back to work? And I was like, we don't have anything else to do. Everybody just calm down. And so finally we get it right. We launch it. And it was pretty successful, like right off the bat. I think it's really important to also experience bourbon as a moment, right?
For sure.
I remember the first distillery I went to. I remember the multiple distilleries I've been to in the past, but I remember who I went with. I don't necessarily remember what I had, but I remember enjoying maybe one or two specific expressions. And that's what I try to create here at the Parlor Room is an experience that allows you to step back. It's very intimate. I don't do more than 10 people. It's very engaging because I'm like, the more you all talk to me, the more I get to drink my own pours. Mm-hmm. So please don't make me lecture because I will talk the whole time if you let me, as I'm sure you're figuring out right now.